They're better than you. You're very behind. You're very slow. I bet they're laughing at you. These are the things that sometimes come across my mind when I'm doing my thing. Whatever it is. Hi! Welcome to another episode of Wellness Check. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is alright. I hope every one of those episodes that I've already uploaded made a change somehow. Or at least made you feel like, oh, we can do what we're doing. It's fine. What's going on? Anyway, hi. I'm Lemie. I'm your host for Wellness Check. We've been doing this for so long now. 3 months, 4 months, I guess. It all started in October. And then it stopped in December. And then it continued in February. And I'm back! In this episode, we're gonna talk about evaluating yourself, self-assessment, and appreciation. Appraisal. It depends on the situation. I personally tend to self-sabotage and self-loathe for no reason most of the time. If people think I'm a genius, I'll be doubting if I'm a fraud. If people don't think I'm a genius, I'll be thinking, you're not even good enough to make them think that you're a genius. Can I live? Can I live? That's what I say to myself because I'm my first enemy and my first ally. And that's so annoying. But hey, I would like to share what I learned with you because these days I get this under control. Thank God. Alhamdulillah, I'm very thankful. First of all, you have to believe in the fact that, guess what? Whatever you think would be a better life, when you get to know it, you will hate it. Those friends of yours, those acquaintances that you think are getting a better deal in life, maybe not really. I think it's crooked. We live with what we have. Back to the point. Those friends of yours, those acquaintances that get a better deal than you, in your opinion, if you live one day in their lives, you're gonna hate it. It's not because you're better, it's just because it's not for you. It's like when you go on a date or you go out to eat somewhere with friends and you think that their plates are better and you start questioning your decision. And when you take a bite of their plate, you realize that, oh, how do they deal with this? Maybe they like it, maybe they don't. But whatever you think is inconvenient in your situation, there's another version of inconvenience in their own plate. Accept whatever inconveniences you have and whatever blessings you have and live with that. You have to believe in this. It's not, you can't really change and pick and choose all the time. What you can do is make the best out of what you have. For instance, your friends, your acquaintances, your peers are probably getting things done quickly and getting quantity over quality. And you take a lot of time to get one thing done at a time. How about, maybe if you were in their shoes, you wouldn't take it. You wouldn't do that. At least you're a genius who takes time. You would be a dummy who takes time. And that's not a good thing. Also, for girls, I see a lot of girls who are like, see, all these girls get married and have a perfect family and perfect life. You wouldn't live a day with that guy that they married. You wouldn't. You would probably think he's too dumb, too ugly, too fat, too slow, and too whiny. You wouldn't live that because God blessed her with the ability to accept that. God blessed you with the ability to not accept that. It's a blessing either way. Live with it. Accept it. Same thing. You have a burning desire to achieve things in life. Some other people are happy with a bachelor. You're not. You want a PhD. You want a second PhD. You want to be a published author, not in basic articles and not make basic articles in basic journals. You want the top tier. You will not be happy with their life. Accept it. Would you? You wouldn't. Even if we give you a perfect 9 to 5, comfortable, burning slow, you're gonna hate it. You're gonna keep complaining and you're gonna drop out of that and you're gonna quit. We know this. Accept it, live with it. Whatever you have is a blessing, whether it looks like a blessing or not. Your inability to do something is a blessing. I am very different from the people around me, and I am blessed with some of the most understanding people ever. I know that to others it's too deep, it's too complicated. Why? To me, I want this. I want a limited amount of people that understand me, care about what I'm doing, but mostly don't question my decisions. And that's my siblings, that's my 2 or 3 friends that I have. And this morning I was talking to my brother and I was like, I'm I know that I'm very well known for being politely mean. I am politely mean. And if you've known me for a sec, you know that. You know that I'm lovely, I'm sweet, I'm the sweetest person, but if you cross my boundaries, I will politely cast you out with a beautiful smile and with the most cheerful tone, because I'm okay with that. And I remember that when I was in business school, some people who were my friends back then, now we're just ghosting each other. They used to say, let me all the time switch from a zero to a thousands, and from a thousands you can go to a zero and you're okay with that. And I said, exactly. I have been harnessing this skill for years. Just because to others, because to them that's not an ability, that's not a blessing. To me, it is a blessing. It is a beautiful blessing. I would drop anyone who wouldn't respect me, who wouldn't take my word for what it is, a statement. And this is me. This is my character. I am like this. I have been working on this character. I was born with parts of it, and I have developed some other parts. This is my project. If you're not okay with it, good for you. And I'm not like, oh no, this is me, I'm not gonna change. No, actually, you are a forever changing project according to what works for you. Because why I'm talking about this? Because when we talk about evaluation, you have to evaluate, and because there's a difference between evaluation and assessment. And I'm going to write down in the description box the difference between those two things, because they're easily interchangeable, they're not the same thing, and they're confusing. When you evaluate based on others. When you assess based on the standards you've decided matter. So to me, being social is not something that I want to be. I don't want to be the most social person. I don't enjoy the tea. I don't enjoy gossip at all. I don't enjoy gossip. And maybe I've gossiped with you if you're watching someday. Trust me, that's me trying to appear likable. I don't like it. I truly do not enjoy gossip. When I'm alone with myself, I'm either talking about some subject. When I'm talking to one of my siblings, most of the time we're talking about a subject, like a philosophical thing. I grew up like this. I love this. And to a lot of people, it's boring. To a lot of people, I'm pretending to be smart. I'm not pretending to be smart. I am smart. This is a thing. I don't enjoy being a social person. I don't enjoy being likable. It's not really I remember a professor told me before that I have to work on being liked, to being likable. And I said, I don't think it's a priority. I believe that I would rather be needed and appreciated for who I am than what people might think can do with me. Because being likable, it's this. People would like you because they think they have a perception of what they can do with you. And most of the time when you're different, you're not going to be likable at all because you scare them off. That's fine. If you scare people off, you have to find another reason why you are going to be included in society. And that's by being awesome. By being awesome socially, work-wise, academically, whatever. Even culturally. You could be the most cultured person ever, and people have to hang out with you because you have all the information that they don't. You could be relevant socially in a way where, for instance, I've been told this quite often, that I make people feel comfortable talking about their problems somehow. I don't know. People feel comfortable telling me their stories and telling me their secrets. Because first, I respect secrets very much. And I respect people's ability to live with secrets, especially secrets that hurt and stories that hurt and traumas that hurt. I think this is one of the things that make me distinguishable socially. This is for me, my example. I worked on this. It didn't happen like that. I wasn't born with this ability. It's not an ability, maybe. I don't know. Maybe just the fact that I don't judge and everything is linked. Because if you know that I don't gossip most of the time, you would feel way more comfortable hanging out with me because you know that I'm not gonna gossip about what you just told me. I don't feel comfortable gossiping. If I'm gossiping most of the time, I'm just trying to be likable. And I hate it because even if I'm working on this strong character, sometimes it slips. Sometimes I just want to be liked, just like everybody, and it's fine. What I'm saying is what is constant is who I am deep down. Who I am deep down is that I hate to gossip. I hate to judge people because every time, what if I'm in their place? I'm very empathetic. So, empathetic but mean. That is quite a complicated situation, but it's so real. When somebody tells me their stories and what they want to do in life and stuff, I never would be like, really? You think I'm gonna do that? Or condescendent. I try, and I'm not even like thinking about it. I just pretend that it's me who's talking. What would I like to hear? How would I feel better? And honestly, the other day I was talking to a friend that I just met lately online, and we were talking about life and people and stuff. And I said that I am a person who prioritizes her own well-being before anything. If I'm not in the mood to hang out with you, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say, I'm not in the mood to hang out with you. I'm sorry. How about another time? And she said, well, you're so lucky. And I said, actually, I think that people who can, again, it's an ability. It's an ability to say, no, excuse me, I can't do this. But also it is an ability to be like, yes, let's hang out and pretend, and to be able to pretend that nothing is going on. That's something that I lack, and I'm not even stressing myself to get it. Whatever you see, moral of the story, whatever you think about relating to yourself, everything is an ability if you use it wisely. The next time you do some sort of an assessment, remember that first you need to know what is relevant for you. And next, right after that, you have to think of, if I'm going to evaluate myself based on others' perspectives, who are the relevant people? Relevance is very important when it comes to becoming a better person. Who is your better self? And honestly, when you think about it, the simpler you keep it, the better it is. I recently am thinking, what am I gonna do with my life? I'm doing a PhD, I'm gonna be a professor, I'm already a lecturer, that's going well, I'm writing again, I'm making good leaps. Great. What else? I'm bored. YouTube. I love content creation. I love fashion, I love talking. I talk a lot. Content creation. And I started getting involved in listening and thinking about myself as projecting my life, me, in the content creator life. And I realized I'm not a content creator, I'm an influencer. And here there's another difference, because I see that, so funny, I see everyone be like, I don't feel comfortable with the word influencer. Yes, because you're not an influencer, you're a content creator. Because if all you're doing is making videos, presenting everything there is in the market and saying, this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad, I'm gonna document my life, you're not an influencer, because you don't have a saying, you don't have an opinion to share. But if you are an influencer, it means that you have ideas to transmit. I am an influencer. I do research. I am influencing the research arena. I am teaching, so I am influencing college students. I am publishing, so I am influencing a lot of people. I'm writing my novel, so I'm gonna be influencing a lot of people. I'm creating videos where I'm speaking my mind, so I am influencing a lot of people. Hey, I am an influencer. Hey, when you think about this, you should also include other people's fear in your calculations. Other people are afraid of being an influencer because it comes with a lot of pressure. You need to have a clean mind, not clean as in perfect, no, to know why everything is in your mind. Why do I do this? And you think about it and you calculate it. Everything in your brain is supposed to be calculated and you know where it comes from. You're not supposed to have a cluttered brain. And all the people I see online have a cluttered brain. Trust me, everyone who has 10 lip balms and brags about being over-consuming is a cluttered brain person, with all due respect. Anyone who comes here and says, well, I dropped out of college because I wanted to be an influencer. Oh, excuse me, I'm not comfortable with the word influencer, I'm a content creator. Yes, because you're so scared of making people do what you're doing because you're not even proud of your decisions in life. You're not an influencer, you are a content creator. That being said, thank you so much for listening. This video was crazy long. I'm sorry about that. I had a lot to say. Love you. See you in the next episode. The next episodes are gonna be very special. Ramadan edition. It will be mostly about spirituality and believe in God and the things in relationship, like in your relationship with God and in your relationship with your creator and your heart and your spirituality is going to help a lot with your wellness. Let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on in your minds, in your life, in the comments. You're welcome to do that. And I have to go now.